Hello, so I'm Kerry Griffiths and I'm the divorce financial planner. My company is Willow Brook Lifestyle Financial Planning, and I'm joined today by the divorce goddess, Tosh Brittan. Hi, Tosh.
Hello, how are you? Nice to
I'm
see
really
you.
good. How are
This
you?
beautiful weather. Do you know what? I'm just loving it. I'm having such a fun time. I'm also getting loads of stuff done. I've found the balance, seeing clients as well. So it's all working really well. So
Love that. Love that,
yeah.
Tosh. So, for those of you who don't know Tosh, the divorce goddess, she has a really magical energy and a brilliant
Oh.
spirit. And that's why I've invited her along today as one of my very first guests. Because actually, I think there's some really key things when you're getting divorced that can make a massive difference in that journey and really transform the experience that you have. And I think one of those key things is working with a divorce coach. So, I've invited Tosh along so that we can pick her brains a little bit about exactly what you might get from a divorce coach and just to understand a little bit about that journey. So, Tosh, I know that this is a massive field and actually there's a wide realm of divorce coaches, but do you just want to kind of kick off? Because there's some people out there who would never even heard that this was a thing.
Okay, so thank you for that lovely introduction as well. So I am a divorce coach. I'm not a particular fan of coach because I feel it can be a gentler term, because when you're going through a really tough time, the last thing you want to do is feel like you're being coached. Although I am quite bossy with my clients, I do get them to be a little bit accountable because we all need a little bit of that every now and then. So really, I would say I'm more a divorce empowerment and life coach. So I believe that this help really needs to happen before you even have the conversation with your ex or your children, or if you've just been told this work that I do needs to happen then and through your divorce, before meetings, managing relationship ongoing with your ex, being able to co-parent properly, and into the future and beyond as well with confidence. So it really is about having confidence to sort of grow where you focus your energy on as well, and your thoughts and words. And it's really like, actually, you don't have to keep thinking about your divorce or your ex, and really come back to focusing on you. This is your opportunity. So looking at it in a positive way, in a way that actually your divorce is literally the training for the rest of your amazing life.
I
And
love
so,
that, Tosh. I love that.
but so often the focus is on and I know we have to go through the process. Like anything that happens in life, there is a process and it's not linear. So everybody's divorce is different because we're all different. We're all like little snowflakes with different emotions and thoughts and experiences and all that stuff. And I just help and guide and support people to have a better experience, so they can make wiser, calmer decisions and co-parent properly and feel good about themselves, not that they're ashamed or a failure or they're not good enough or they're not worthy of being loved in the future. So all that lovely stuff, I mean, it's important.
It is important, and I think you hit on a really key point there, that actually we get so caught up in the actual divorce that we forget part of the reason that women are often doing this is to create a life that they want. And kind of that focus that they get from a coach and from a financial planner can help them really think about the positive life that they're going to live afterwards, and kind of the pain and the emotion of what they're going through now, how that can be transient and what the outcomes could be. So,
and I just want to kind of give you a little example of that. I do meet a lot of women in particular who have had a very amazing financial settlement, but inside they are so angry. And you just think, wow, all that money and still so much anger and holding on to what happened. And it's like, you have an amazing opportunity to do something so special and so incredible with your life, and you have the funds to do it. It's like, come on, girls, you can do this.
Absolutely. I echo that. I see women who are so caught up in the fear and the emotion of what's going
Yeah.
on, and they find it really hard to let go afterwards. So even
Mm.
once the divorce is done, they find it hard to kind of use that power to kind of move forward with. So
Mm.
tell me a little bit about Tosh and you. If I were a client and I was experiencing some kind of fear and some trepidation around my divorce, what would be the things that you would do with me to help me through that?
So how I work is I have an initial consultation with you, and I usually sort of book a 3-session package. And what we do is we work out what your biggest fears are. So we really go into that, and it might be around, it actually might just be you're fearful of your ex, and you don't know, you're untrusting. It might be that you're so brokenhearted. You have to forgive me, I've got a thumb brace on. And it may be you're so brokenhearted. It may be you're so angry. And we work on those bits that you really don't want to take with you into your future life. So I give you a little bit of homework, which is positive homework. So it's empowering homework, it helps you feel good. And these are life-changing conversations that can happen where we have blind spots and we don't see how obvious it is until we've had a conversation with a coach. And, I coach differently. I don't do paperwork. For me, very firmly, the finances are with financial planners and IFAs, and, the law is with law mediators and lawyers. And I feel there is in the middle, the sort of the buffer. Somebody said it is the glue, that there is the work I do. And I am that emotional, mental well-being coach that gets you through the process. So you can make lovely decisions when they're working with you, and they can make good decisions about co-parenting moving forward. And yeah, it's, maybe they're worried about, moving house and having to go through like 20 odd years of memories. And where do you start? How do you do this? How do you do it properly and positively and successfully as well?
And Tosh, what are the things that you think get in people's way from approaching you? So what stops people getting a divorce coach on side?
I think people are very overwhelmed. I think, when you get a divorce, like your whole world explodes. I say either it explodes or you fall down a rabbit hole and nothing is where it seems, nothing is as it seems anymore.
Yeah.
And I know that, so I wanted to know what to do legally. I wanted to know what to do financially, but there were a lot of people who just go, actually, I don't have any confidence. I really don't know how to do this. My mind feels like it's going to explode. I feel incredibly stressed. I feel guilty because I'm stressed because of the children. And I teach mindfulness in schools as well. So I'm really used to working with parents and children as well. And really, my aim is, with all my clients, is to get them into a place where they have the confidence to make the decisions that they're going to feel good about at the end of the day, rather than feel just angry about and regret and judge themselves and compare themselves for not getting it right. For me, that stuff is, you don't need to take that with you in life. You don't need to beat yourself up. And I encourage a lot of self-kindness and sort of opening up your life, rediscovering yourself, reconnecting to who you are as well. So how exciting is that? It's like,
it's amazing.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I love it.
So if somebody was looking for a coach, what kind of things should they look for, Tosh?
Okay, so with anybody, and you'll agree with me as well, is they need to know that they can have a relationship. They can trust you. They can have a relationship with you. You get on well, like somebody they're going to look forward to seeing, rather than going, oh God, I got to see this coach. And, that's somebody who's empathetic as well, who understands, and who's somebody who has, I think, understands what it feels like at 3 o'clock in the morning to think, oh my God, have I just woken up to another nightmare, or is this my reality? And you're going, actually, it's both for this moment in time. I think trust, shop around. If somebody doesn't resonate for you, coaches want, and you agree with me, we want to work with people who want to work with us. And then that synergy's there. That's where the magic happens. That's where the really cool stuff happens. Because, we don't want to work with people and be miserable, going, oh God, I dread this client. You want lovely clients. And do you know what? We get lovely clients because this is how we think.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm speaking for you, of course, as well. I mean,
no, 100%. I'm on board with that. I always say that I've got a obligation to my existing clients to make sure new clients are absolutely on board with how I work. Because you don't want somebody who doesn't have that synergy, who kind of takes you off track, because that can actually cause you quite a lot of upset and a lot of time and a lot of energy from yourself if you're working with someone like that. So you do have to have that kind of relationship where you do think, actually, we both really get each other here, and it is trusting.
And life is better that way, isn't it?
It is.
Life is too short, as we're all finding out, to, for it to be anything else other than, gentler, kinder, more fun to live and work in as well. Although, there's obviously quite a lot of change going on at the moment, as there is with divorce, I guess, as well.
Absolutely. So, Tosh, if you had one top tip for a woman or a man who's watching this today to take away, what would it be? And what top life tip would you give them?
So my top tip, first of all, is if you're sitting there and you're feeling an overwhelm, you can't make any decisions, that sort of fight, flight or freeze mode, where you're feeling really angry and you're just dreading the thought of having to go through it, or maybe you're fearful and you're not doing anything because you just feel so worried about everything, or you're just freezing and just not doing anything because you just don't know what to do. I would really suggest that you go and talk to somebody. Now, you can either go and talk to a divorce coach, or you can go and talk to a therapist. You can come and talk to me. I teach mindfulness. I'm a qualified mindfulness teacher as well, so I understand about managing anxiety and stress and depression as well. And I would just suggest you reach out, ask for help. You'd be so surprised how many people go, oh, we would love to help you, because when you help people, it really makes people feel better. And when you help people, it makes you feel better. So my tip is, if you are feeling like the whole world's tumbling down, I would suggest you go and help somebody, because it is just a free feel good. You feel you feel wanted, you feel worthy, you feel, all those lovely feel good endorphins are, giving you.
Amazing. Tosh, thank you very much. That's been brilliant.
Pleasure.
And I'm definitely going to have you back. We need to dig into some of these areas, particularly the mindfulness. And what I'd like to do is kind of pick out a few topics that we think are going to have a real impact, and let's get some depth and some energy around those as well.
Love to. And have you back on my channel as well.
Fabulous. Thank you very much, Tosh. See you soon.
Lovely to see you.
Take care.
Bye, love. Bye.
Bye.